Hello and welcome to the second leg of the semi-finals of the Euro League. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers, and we didn't get an away goal. It was a 0-0 draw over there in Madrid. That means that here, facing Atletico Madrid, we must win or take a 0-0 draw into penalties, but probably we must win. So we're going to try to find a way to win, and we're going to try to find a way to win without our two superstars, John Green and John Green. They're both tired, and as you'll remember, I have to try to win the last three games of our league. Look, our referee is Swedish. That bodes well. Bodes well in my experience. Swedish referees, both handsome and fair, literally and figuratively. So we are starting Twice as Vice, who has just recovered from injury up front, along with Merrick. Selectively mute Merrick. Who doesn't play up front very often. He doesn't like the spotlight, but he's happy to sacrifice for the team. I pointed out where he was going to be, and he gave me a thumbs up, so presumably he is happy, or at least willing. Today I'm going to talk about my complicated relationship with the Swiss Family Robinson tree at Disney World. This was a special request by Meredith the intern, who edits Swoodly Pooper videos and therefore gets to decide topics sometimes. I said in a, I have these blogs where I answer people's questions about my books. Oh, that was not a good cross. Merrick was waiting on the end of that, and he was prepared to do whatever it took to put the ball in the back of the net, but sadly, the cross just was wanting. So, in one of the, I think it was in the only, if you've read Paper Towns one, I said that I hated everything about Disney World, except for the Hall of Presidents, which I merely dislike, and the Swiss Family Robinson tree, which I have a complicated relationship with. That is accurate. I mean, I don't know. That might have been a little bit unfair. I don't really hate Disney World, but when you grow up in Orlando, as I did, there's a measure of, resentment. Boy, we are just not playing very well toward Disney World. That's very difficult to get past. So anyway, why do I have a complicated relationship with the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse at Disney World? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to the Magic Kingdom, I don't even like that phrase, the Magic Kingdom. It's so offensive to me. First off, we worked so hard as a nation not to be under the leadership of a king, and then suddenly, not only are we subjects again, but we are subjects. Not even it's Merrick. Good-looking cross, but no, it's all for nothing. We're subjects to a mouse king. It's disgusting. Anyway, there's this treehouse, and I think it's an Adventureland maybe, and it's pretty cool. Because you remember the Swiss Family Robinson story. The family is they end up on a desert island, and then I love desert island stories. There's no ambiguity about that. Oh, and there's no ambiguity about that. Ginger Rampage has a soul. Sorry, that was a little flat. I started out too high. Why is he grabbing his bottom after scoring? I don't know, but I like it. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. Ginger Rampage has a soul. That was a little bit better. I apologize to my friends and family for my initial celebration, but I was so excited. Ginger Rampage with a rare goal. Oh, it's great stuff. Great to see. And suddenly the Swoodly Poopers are in the driver's seat, although I will remind you, we must win this game. So if we give up a goal, due to the away goals rule, that could have been disaster. We will be out of the Euro League, and here in the semifinals, I'd really like to win this game because I think if we can get to the next round, it's like $700,000, which is a lot of money in Swoodly Pooper land. So, so here are some things I like about the Swiss Family Robinson tree at Disney World. Number one, there is almost never a line for it. One of my big issues with the Magic Kingdom is that if everything is so magical, how come it takes 45 minutes for me to spend 4 minutes enjoying it? Whereas the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse almost never has a line because it doesn't have any thrills and spills, which is another thing I really like about it. I don't like roller coasters. I feel adequately afraid without having to encounter roller coasters in my everyday life, and so I like the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse because it isn't particularly scary. Plus, it indulges my love of desert islands, and there's some really cool stuff in it, like that whole complicated system that they use to get water and whatnot. That stuff's awesome. I'm a kind of nerd for the mechanics of desert island living and everything. On the other hand, there's some really unrealistic stuff, like just the way that they choose to, sort of spend their resources. As an example, I will point out that there is no toilet in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Oh, God. No! Please do not! Oh, strong Swedish referee, you have disappointed and disgusted me. All right, Ricardo Bunsen Burner. Ricardo Bunsen Burner. Ricardo Bunsen Burner. Ricardo Bunsen Burner. Ah, no! Oh, Diego Forlan. Well, it comes to this. We have to score in the second half to win 2-1 to move forward in the EuroLeague. We've got to get to the finals. How much would it mean to this club? I mean, I don't even care if we win, really. But, like, think how much it would mean to the club to have all that money. You know? That's a player. I mean, if we win this game, it's basically we get to have another player next season, which means that we will be slightly less tired, less likely to be in a situation that we find ourselves in, the situation of having to start two strikers who are not traditionally strikers up front. Oh, it's just frustrating. This is frustrating to watch. So these are the generally I find that I find the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse a little bit unconvincing. What I really want is I want to be transported to this desert island where this family is living in an astonishingly complicated and beautiful treehouse. Can we move forward with the game, please? Can we go back? Thank you. That's what I want. But there are many times when I'm taken out of the potential reality of that by the choices that were made by the designers of the Disney Swiss Family Robinson treehouse, including the lack of toilets, the emphasis on like weird luxuries, such as like having a mirror over the obvious necessities, like I don't know, refrigeration, things like that. So that's the number one thing. The number two thing is that the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse is located at Disney World. If it were located like anywhere else in Orlando, it would be my number one tourist attraction to Orlando visitors that I would recommend. As it is, the thing that I recommend is Mystery Funhouse, if that is still open. That place is crazy. Come on. That was terrible. You've embarrassed your family. No wonder you don't speak. Sorry, that was too much. That was mean. I don't need to go to that level at all. This is why that's not the way you motivate players. Oh boy, Merrick's going to be rightly angry with me. And look at the truth is the guy's an absolute hero. Like he gives and gives and gives, and it's me. I'm the weak one. So yeah, I apologize. Another thing that I don't really like about the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse is that it doesn't actually reflect the book much. To be fair, almost no one ever reads the book anymore because it's like 600 pages long, and it's not technically very good. I was recently rereading it because this was back when I thought I was going to write a desert island novel, and I was like, I should read the classic desert island novels. And I was rereading the Swiss Family Robinson, and my God, is it boring. It's just like, it's boring, and it's also completely insane. And also, they aren't really, if I recall correctly, they aren't even really on a desert island because I think there are quote-unquote natives. Oh, please just pass. This situation is not tenable. All right, so I'm moving twice as vice to that side. I'm taking out. I love Merrick. I want. Oh, all right. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna move Merrick to the other side. I'm gonna take twice as vice out and put in French the Lana or John Green. I'm gonna put in John Green, and then I'm gonna change up our central midfield, because that's always important. This is the boring part of the video. Everyone hates you, John. Just finish. All right, that's what I'm going to do for now. Okay. Yeah, so it turns out the books aren't very good, but the idea of the books is so fantastic. Like that's it. It's the ultimate example of a high concept trumping sort of mediocre execution. The other weird thing is that like they're weirdly like Christian and missionary ish. The Swiss Family Robinson books, they're pretty crazy. Overall, they're a little bit nuts. However, I still kind of like them. Come on. Merrick! Oh, he was almost in. He was almost in, and our dreams almost lived. But instead, instead, it's 1-1, and we stand to go out on the away goals rule because Atletico Madrid has scored an away goal, which we failed to do in Madrid, and now we are in big, big trouble. Big, big trouble. You got to say, oh, we needed a through ball there. Oh, it's the 76th minute. So overall, Swiss Family Robinson, I'm gonna give it a I don't know B minus. Whereas I give the whole rest of the enterprise of the Magic Kingdom. He's gonna be at the far post, just where I want him. He's coming. Oh, get it in! Oh, what a save from Atletico Madrid! What a fantastic save. Let's look at the replay. I mean, Merrick giving it all for the team, but then just a heroic save. And it's out for, I believe, a throw in, but hopefully a corner kick. It's a corner kick. We've got a chance here. Oh, no, it's not to be. It's not to be. All right, we got to go full attack. We got to go ultra attacking here. And it's all because of a penalty that I disagree with. I still don't think that was a great penalty call. I've got to be honest with you. Sometimes I've clearly given up a penalty and I put up a fight just because it's my duty as a Swoodly Pooper supporter. But in that case, I really don't think it was a penalty. That, however, was a penalty. I'm probably going to get a yellow card for that, and I deserve it. Oh no, just a stern warning. 86th minute. You got to say we have one attack left in us, if that. And we just need to. Yep, it's desperate times here for the Swoodly Poopers. We need desperate times. Oh no! Ricardo Bunsen-Berna, I need you now more than ever, and you deliver. Okay, out we go. Yep, and then in, and then up. Oh, it's over. Probably don't have time for another move. Yep, I'm gonna shoot it long. Hope for the best. Merrick, to ball John Green. Merrick there he made a great play. Merrick, he's still running. He's tired, but he's still running. Oh! I should have settled. Oh, it's devastating. Oh. Oh, we smell our pits in shame. It's a draw, but it's a loss. We made it all the way to the semifinals of the EuroLeague, but Atletico Madrid proved too much for us. Oh, I just hope we win our last 3 games and somehow find a way to the Champions League football next year. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.